I mean, we know they used to like they'd put noses, they'd put ears on there. We've discussed before how ears is a little unfair because you could double up. You'd have to you have to get close to someone wearing ears to be like, wait a minute, they're right and left.
That's a lot of you got both ears on.
Yeah, unfair. What would you wear around your neck to inspire fear? I mean, penises is scary.
I think fingers is really good because you could make them match. You know, if you want to do like a necklace that was like symmetrical, so that maybe the short fingers were out around the edges or the periphery, and as you got down to the center, they got longer. Well, it'd be easy to mix and match because you're not going to have all men, you know. So you could do like some men's pinky fingers next to a child's biggest finger, and they kind of match up enough that you could do a necklace like that.
That would inspire.
And you could paint the nails. I bet they preserve really well too. You dry a finger out, keep it in salt.
Yeah, probably better than the rest.
Salt for like 8 days. I'm guessing.
Yeah. Never thought about that.
War was horrible back before. Well, I guess it's horrible with guns, but before guns, good God, it seems horrible. Like eye to eye with someone, you got a knife and you got to hope that like you don't get caught by a stray bolt or something. Horrible.
Yeah, I was watching a YouTube video about slings throughout history, and I can't remember the name of these like slingers, but they were showing the projectiles that they would throw. They kind of look like flying saucers in a way, like that shape of like a piece of lead or a stone, and they go so goddamn fast. Like they were making huge holes in like wood and fucking helmets up with them. They can really sling those things hard. I think that would have been a big part of ancient battles. Would just be a spray of those things the whole time. I would hate to have a guy with a.
It would suck. You know what? It would be good to be the sling guy in the back with just a satchel full of rocks.
Oh yeah, if I can be longbow man, or if I can be like operate a catapult, anything like that, that's my gig.
Do you think
those catapult guys always get fucked
of their day?
I don't know. I don't know if that's like a preferred occupation or if it's like I don't know. That's a cool historian question that I'd like to know because like. There have to be preferred things to do on a battlefield. Archer seems like a good one to me. You're literally like protected the whole time. They treat you like they're glass cannon.
You're more valuable.
I don't know if actual war was like it is on TV where you see like 300 guys from either side clashing. Who would want to be in the front of that? That just seems like certain death. How does the people in the front get out alive?
They don't largely like you have Vanguard like shock troops. Like remember in just to throw it back to Braveheart, where they're worried about like, oh, we're gonna have so many losses, and he's like, send the Irish. Like he knew the Irish were gonna get fucked, but he didn't care. That's why he just send them in. Like it's a foregone conclusion that they will die. You know, we don't mind. So like so much of ancient warfare would have been like, oh no, I'm in the get fucked and buy time block. Like I'm gonna die. And if I turn around and flee, I'm going to die.
Jesus, the amount of suffering and fear that every one of our ancestors had to go through is just, except for us. I mean, look, even back like right before I was born, it was the Cold War. We haven't really had anything rough since then. Like 9/11 and terrorism was scary, but in retrospect, it was a small-ish thing as far as like. There was no reason for men to be and women to cower in their homes because Osama bin Laden was going to come and get them. You know, you weren't worried about that. You were worried about the next bad thing that was going to happen, but you probably didn't think you were going to be directly hurt by terrorism.
Maybe you could say since there's been a draft, it hasn't been so bad, right? Like
I think since the Soviet Union fell, it hasn't been scary. Since the
without a draft, you know, everything happens over there.
When did the draft get
Vietnam was the last one.
Was it? Did they like? I don't know. I'm guessing. I'm just wondering how they like said no more selective service. Was there?
I don't think
it's
it's
still allowed. They can just decide to like turn it back on again.
They could turn it back on, yes. But
is that a presidential thing or a congressional thing?
I don't know.
I'd like to know, wouldn't you? It's important.
Yeah,
because I trust Congress with that. Say what you want about Congress,
really?
But I don't think they'll all get together and decide to do something crazy. I really don't. But I think one person could absolutely be like, yeah, let's round up some troops. Show those Ruskies who's boss.